Hi. Okay, so this is an update, and I'm sitting by my door because a young fellow just came, and I don't know if you can see it. No, it's hard to see. But at the front is a jade plant, and he gave me a jade plant and a some kind of little thing that looks like it might turn into a palm after several years. And another plant that's really pretty. I forget its name. He just graduated from high school graduate, and he's homeless. His mom and dad, his dad was an immigrant, not an American, but after having lived here the whole life of that young boy. And so he went to prison, and his mom is unable to. I think she went to prison for something similar. So here he is. I mean, it's so sad. When I think of how much money was spent on me last week, and he doesn't have money for a room tonight, so $50 for him, who has thousands and thousands of dollars were given to the, healthcare system. To, it's shocking to me, shocking. Oh, and I couldn't give him any money because, I have to pay I don't have enough money. Oh, good grief. One of the things they reported about me, the reason I should be medicated was that I laugh at inappropriate moments. So I guess this is one of those inappropriate moments. I mean, but really, how can you not? You either have to laugh or just cry. I mean, a young fellow like that just graduated, really nice. He wanted to leave his telescope here so that he could pick it up later, and so he's obviously someone who is, you know, conscientious and thinks about things and probably would have a very good life in front of him. Does have a good life in front of him. But imagine he doesn't have a place to be tonight. And he has the same health care service that I do, and they were hopeless for me. And look, I have an education. I can, call them out to the Secretary of the Human Services Department. I mean, what is he going to do? He's a young fellow. I mean, I just find it shocking. I find it shocking what's going on in the United States at this moment. But anyway, here's the update. Okay, so the update is actually pretty exciting. But okay, I want to go back to the young fellow. I just think it's lovely that he wanted to save his plants so that they wouldn't die after he, has mom and dad, you know, be away like that in such a horrible situation. So, I mean, he said he saw my plans and thought he'd ask me. So, okay, so the good news is apparently, because I did finally got a social worker person through the place that I was last week, Haven, I now know I will be able to move into the apartment that I showed you the pictures of, well, the floor plan, not the floor plan, the site plan, building I, apartment 101, next week. So that's really hopeful. But I have to pay rent on Friday here at Motel 6. And, and my credit union charged me $75. Hi. Lady outside. So my credit union charged me $75 for a thing they call overdraft protection, and they never extended me any money at all. I took a screenshot of it and sent it to the president of my credit union. And if they don't return the money, I'll have to write to the financial services thing, because I mean, they didn't extend me any money. They had held my room payment, and by the time the room payment went through, I had money from GoFundMe to pay it. So they never extended any money at all. It just goes on and on. But anyway, so this Friday, I have to pay, but I don't know how much. Because they're going to comp me one night, which is really good. So that's almost a $50 savings, $46. Because it was, I don't know how it works. It's, if you pay for 7 days, you get 1 day free. So that would be 46 times 5 is 322, I guess. But if I don't use all 5, then I have to pay the other day. It's so peculiar. Anyway, I probably won't actually come out ahead, but I might. So the other thing is, let me see. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, a super thing happened. Remember with the whole thing with the plants and how the front desk lady was saying I had to get rid of them? And then that woman from upper management in Texas, Motel 6 management, called and said that I could keep them and that she'd, call here. And she did, and then I've had this plants ever since, months. It's great. Well, anyway, so then the other day they said, you have to get rid of your plants. Same lady. You have to get rid of these plants. So I said, I said, whatever. And they said, well, we don't know anything about that. So I called the lady in Texas who had given me her number, and she said she'd call them here. Okay, so then they said, oh, well, it's all right. Spoke to my boss, all fine. So this morning I was working at my computer, and this woman popped her head in the door and said hello. And I thought she was my new care coordinator from Presbyterian. She had a similar name. Oh, she had a name that's what I thought she was. And then it was really the lady from Texas. It was so cool. So that was so exciting, just so exciting, really like a little miracle thing. Really beautiful that she would think she was going through. I think she visits different places, different Motel 6 establishments to, see how it's going. And so she was here in town, Santa Fe, and said, well, I should stop in and say hi. And she did. Can you imagine? So cool. Okay, I better go. This is all late, and it will take long, and it will take ages to upload. Thank you, thank you. Bye.